the pheomelanogenesis here. So when we look at the chemical stages or reactions, we have this stage here called cysteine. All right, I study a little bit deeper the cysteine, and I was really I don't know what word to put, but I was disturbed to see that a lot of the things, beverage and food and medicine that we, the black community consume contains cysteine. And knowing the effect of sulfur with cysteine, I was like, oh, damn, no. So, and one of the etymology of pheo actually means clipping, to clip something off of what? Off of melanin. So pheomelanin is the clipping of that, right? I just wanted to add this detail of the etymology of one of it. Pheo has multiple etymology. That's what I saw. But one of them was the clipping of something. The clipping of what? In this context, pheomelanin will be the clipping of melanin, basically. And the clipping is right there, right? The insertion of sulfur, right there. So that's what I wanted to add. And I have more I wanted to add on the pineal gland and how the pineal gland is in harmony with the sun, and also the SPF, the physical sunscreen, works by bouncing off UVA and UVB rays, thereby stopping them from being absorbed by the skin. So basically, you put a layer, a coating on your skin, and the sister showed the X-ray of what it looks like. It is a coating, and that coating is responsible for bouncing off the UVA and UVB. So we, as black people, we don't need the SPF. We don't need it, because what happened is once when you don't have a solar penetration, what happened here? Without solar penetration, it looked like this: no activity, no life, because the black skin need the sun. We feed on the sun, we eat the sun feed us, and the sun protects, provides genomic stability, right? So once you put that layer of SPF being black, what happened is you are shutting down and you are committing internally something, right? I don't want to use the word, but you see what I mean. By using the SPF, you are committing, inflicted damage, right? So basically, the black person would tend to look lighter, a lighter and lighter complexion, but that lighter complexion comes from the fact that there's no solar penetration. When there's no solar penetration, then the person is exposed to a multiple range of skin disorder, and not just skin disorder, but many other problems associated, all the way to the soul, to the spirit, your connection with the cosmos. The cosmic waves are not being absorbed, because we feed also on the cosmic waves. Just like Desmond mentioned, we absorb, right, all UV light spectrum, right, even sound, music, cosmic wave, and everything all around. So the melanin has a capability to absorb those. With the SPF, it's like committing a self-inflicted bullet, in the head. And the last thing I wanted to touch on is the pineal gland, and how the pineal gland is in harmony. I think it's 981. I'm trying to find I think we're almost there. We should be here, 981. So the pineal gland is synchronized with the sun. There's what we call the circadian system, the circadian rhythm, right? So it is the ability of the brain to synchronize with the rising and the falling of the sun. So when the light detects, when the eye detects the sunlight, it sends a signal to the thalamus. The thalamus will then order the pineal gland to secrete serotonin in the presence of light, and melatonin when the sun go down, right? So I'm trying to find the slide. So I like showing the depiction on the screen. Oh, I think hold on, I got it. It's gonna be darkness. Okay, it's gonna be here. Or is it? I'm trying to get to the slide number. It's gonna be, hold on. I don't want to show all this stuff here. Darkness. So melatonin is the hormone of darkness. So when the sun go down, the pineal gland secretes melatonin. The pineal gland secrete melatonin to help us fall asleep. So we feel drowsy and we go to bed. So there's a synchronization and harmony between the pineal gland and the external sun. The sun, with the physical sun we see rising and falling, is in harmony. And the image of that sun, that physical sun within the brain, is the pineal gland. Because when the sun rises, serotonin is secreted, right? We feel more energized, we feel a little tired, but as the time go by, we feel energized, we become more aware of our surrounding, and then that's how we go by the day. And then when the sun go down, when obscurity is detected, then the brain secretes melatonin. So I just wanted to point here the synchronization between the pineal gland with the sun, right? And then next round, when I come back, I can speak a little bit about the melanocyte and how the dark brown pigment are secreted through the activation of the sun. So the sun is activating the MC1R gate. The MC1R is the melanocortin 1 receptor. It is a receptor. It acts and behaves like a switch, right? It opens or closes. So when it mingle with the alpha MSH and the alpha MSH and the ACTH hormone, then the UV of the light sneak in. The UV of the light sneak in. What a beauty! What in harmony with the sun. And then that UV light will then write messages to our gene and trigger the eumelanogenesis. And then that's how the dark brown pigment are going to be manufactured and spread all over the body. And the dark brown pigment are potent medicine. So and usually, before you even think about taking medicine, by just standing under the sun, magic, mystery happen in your body. The sun is trying to heal you. The sun is trying to fix the problem before you even think about taking medicine. So that's the power of our neuromelanin here. Thank you, y'all.
Thanks. And I'm so glad you said that at the end. That's the power of our neuromelanin, because eumelanin is what the so-called Dravidians have. So we know that there are 5 different types of melanin. You see what I'm saying? So we don't all have the same melanin, or we would all phenotypically present the same. So this is why you'll never hear me say people of color. Every color is not, every brown is not conducive to this planet. When we're talking about the totipotent, the so-called black woman, she creates 48 known shades, replicated shades of herself. So that eumelanin does not come from her. That is still a form of animal melanin. So they have definitely, tampered with the names. And that's why I'm glad the brother cleared that up and said neuromelanin, because that's what we have. That literally is the only molecule that can condense sunlight and is condensed sunlight. That's not the same thing for eumelanin. So gratitude for clearing that up.
Thank you. No, thank you, sister. Thank you for correcting me. And like I said, I'm always learning, and I'm glad, I'm open to correct and to make correction. And I've been learning this on your panel with Denzel. The neuromelanin, do not confuse that with eumelanin and any other stuff. So yeah, little by little, the vocabulary is going to get better. So thank you.
Yeah, no, brother, you cleared it up at the end perfectly.
Yeah, you
know
said
what I'm saying? It was just on the screen, and so I was just, you did that. Gratitude and abundance.
We were just clearing it up for other brothers and sisters that are watching, but you did it, brother. Abundance to you, brother.
Yeah,
for real.
And y'all, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Every time when y'all request up, it's taking a while for y'all to load in. So I'm not the one dropping y'all. It's timing out. So I see you trying to load in, Son of Ra. If it drops you, come back up. Okay, because I don't know what's going on, but TikTok, or who's this up here? I see somebody's at the bottom. Me, myself, and I. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead, TikToker.
Yeah, I have a question for Paul Tolo. So you said that when the sun hits the pineal gland, that it activates. So how does the pineal gland operate? Does it project and receive?
No, I didn't say when the sun hit the pineal gland. It's when the sun is detected by the eyes. And I have a depiction here. I was trying to find I have a diagram here. It should a signal is sent to the thalamus, and the thalamus will then send a signal through neurotransmitter, send the order to the pineal gland to secrete a specific hormone depending on the light intensity, whether it is darkness or obscurity. So so the sun is detected first through the eye. So the pineal gland does not detect the sun internally without any external or physical identification. So yeah, and
So
what's the question?
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah. So that means that the pineal gland sends out. So the pineal gland sends out signals and also receives signals.
No, the thalamus. So when the light is detected through the eyes, right, neurotransmitter sends information to the brain, in this case, which is the thalamus. The thalamus is the seat of your consciousness. It's the command center, right? And it is responsible to send signals to the surrounding glands for execution of the command. So the thalamus then gets the information from the neurotransmitter that there's inhibition of light, right? So then the thalamus will direct will send order or command to the pineal gland to secrete a serotonin if light is detected, and melatonin if obscurity when obscurity comes down. And there's what we call the circadian rhythm, right? Circadian rhythm. Our body is also